Hello everyone, this is Ruben Dimilsina and today I'm going to present my final year project which is on an auction system. So let's move to the project. So here you go. So in order to run the project we have to run the command. Since I have developed this project in Django, so the command is python manage.py run server. Uh, okay, so here you go, and uh, so 1000 is the port. So we move to the auction system. Here you can see that there are six categories: take, vehicle, historical, arts, clothing, and electronics. And since no one has signed in this system, the user can see this without this platform without being signed in. So here you can see sideboard and active auctions. So if we move to the active auctions, you can see that view details. You can see that it is history products, this vehicle and this cloth is it. So here also you can see that there are one product in vehicles, one product in historical, one product in clothing, and two product in electronics. Okay, so let's move to the login page. So in order to use the system, we have to log in. And another most important thing, you can see that dashboard and active auctions. But when you will be signed in, then you will have other options like watch list, create auctions. So let's move and log in for first register and then see that features. Okay, so let's move to the register first. Okay, so in order to register you have to enter some details. Okay, let's move. Okay, so I'm gonna use Peter. Okay, Peter 233. So the email address is going to be okay, the username will be Peter only. Okay, and the email address will be going to be peter@gmail.com. So password will be Peter only, Peter, and just create account. Okay, so account has been created, and the it has been logged in successfully, which you can see here. So okay, let's save it. I'm gonna use it. Okay, so as I've already mentioned, you will have other options when you will be signed in. So you can see watch list and create actions. So so basically watch list provide you the option to shortlist some product which you may like. So let's move and first look at the watch list. Okay, so let's move to the vehicle. So here you can see only one product. Okay, hmm. So let's view details, and you can see the add to watch list button. So once we click this tab, so and we move to the watch list, you can see that the vehicle has been added in the watch list. Okay, so let's move and use create auctions. So let's go to the create auction. Okay, so okay, we are going to okay, phone. We are going to use phone. So this question, okay, phone is very good. It is very new, and it has 16 GB RAM and 16 GB RAM and 128 GB storage. Basically you can write the details about the product, so what your product is like. And so as I have already mentioned, I have six categories, and you can select the categories. So this will go to electronics. Okay, so okay, the buyer is sorry the seller is able to going to provide the starting bid. So for this I'm going to take 70,000. Okay, so you have to choose the image. Okay, so for this I have already made the folder, and here you can see. Okay, so take one, the GPSC. Okay, so let's post this, and I'm gonna save it. Okay, you can see that auction has been successfully created. And when you move to the electronics, you can see that phone. Okay, so when you go to the view details, okay, you will see that the picture and the initial price. Okay, so you can like add some comments over here. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna write something about this product. Okay, so if I add a comment, then it will be displayed here. Okay, so let's and the user is able to sell the products to anyone if he thinks that the price is sufficient for him. So for example, so if I bid 80,000 and the user thinks that sorry, and the Peter thinks that that the amount is enough for him, then he can immediately sell it to that person, by using this tab. Okay, first just bid from others account, and then we will and then we will and then we will show you the functionality. Okay, so let's move to the other user account. Okay, so I'm gonna sign it out, log out, and I'm gonna use another user. So for this I have to go to the login page. Okay, so I have another user, so it is Anisa. Okay, I'm gonna use it, so I'm gonna log in, and you can see that so Anisa has been logged in successfully, and and you can see that phone has been displayed also. So we'll see the details of this product, and and we will beat it. Okay, so I'm gonna beat it like 80,000. Okay, I'm gonna place a bid. Okay, you can see that price has been updated. And so again, let's move to the other account from Peter, and let's see if she wins the bid or not. Okay, so I'm gonna log it out this also, and I'm gonna log in again as a Peter. Okay, so I'm gonna log in as a Peter. uh, okay, so you can see that Peter has been logged in successfully, and then I'm going to the electronics that I have that the auction that I have created, and you can see that uh, price has been increased to 80,000. Initially we have 70,000, and now if I click on this tab, uh, Anisha will win the bid, and particularly the item will be sold to her. Okay, so let me click the close auction tab. Okay, so this has been you can see that the item sold to Anisha for 80,000, it has been displayed. Okay, so again let's move to the Peter. Sorry, let's move to the Anisa to see whether she have won the bid or not. Okay, so I'm gonna log it out, and again I'm going to log in as a Peter. Okay, so I'm gonna log in as a Peter. Okay, here you can go, we can go to the electronic space and okay, let's do the view details. Okay, so you can see that the item sold to Anisa for 80,000. Okay, okay, so sorry, let's move to the Anisa. I'm very sorry for this. Okay, let's move to the Anisa first, whether she have won the bid or not. Login. So I'm gonna show you Anisa. Okay, and you can see that. Okay, so she has won the bid. You can see that. Congratulations, here was the winning bid on the phone. Okay, so this is the bidding part. So for every categories, we can do just like this. Okay, so for this take category, I'm gonna use Anisa as a seller and Peter as a buyer. So okay, let's do this again. So for this, I'm gonna do the create auction, and I'm going to take arts. So I'm going to description. This is an antique. This is an antique arts, so you can use any kind of products. So I have chosen arts, then I'll be taking this app, and I'm going to use this 89,000 starting bit. Then I'm going to choose a picture. Okay, so this I'm going to use this picture, and I'm going to save it, and you can see that auction has been successfully created, which you can see in arts. So I have chosen arts in the category, so this has been displayed in the art section. Okay, so let's move to the um, let's move to the Peter. Okay, so for this I'm gonna log out, and I'm going to log in again as a Peter. Mhm. So login. Okay, and then I'm going to and then I am going to the arts view details, and then I will bid. Okay, so let's see if it will be bid or not in the lowest price. So I'm going to use 70,000, place a bid. Okay, so you can see that rupees must be greater than or equal to 9,000. Okay, so let's move to the okay. So I'll show you another functionality also. You can see that in the watch list there is some product. So if I want to remove this from watch list, so this can also be done. So for this we have to go to the view details and remove from watch list. Then in the watch list you can see that, so it has been disappeared. Okay, so let's move to the uh, art section. Okay, so this is the product. So 18,000 is the initial product that has been displayed by Anissa, that has been taken by Anissa. So okay, let's speed it higher. So for this I'm going to bid 91,000, and if I place a bid, okay, so you can see that uh, price has been changed 91,000. Okay, so again let's move to the let's move to the Peter section. So Peter has created the auction, so I'm gonna use Peter, sorry, I'm gonna use Anissa, since Anissa has since Anissa has has placed the item for auction to sell, and Peter is the one who is bidding in this case. Okay, so sorry, I'm gonna use Anissa. Okay, so login, and so here we go at the historical part, sorry, arts part, and the view details. So if close this auction, the item has been sold to Peter, and if we move to the Peter, then it will show that Peter has won the bid. So for this, let's again log into the Peter. Okay, so let's move to the arts. Okay, as you can see that, so the bidding process has been done successfully. So first item has been created, and it has been placed into the separate category, and and the buyer placed the bid higher than the current bid, higher than the current amount, and the user sorry, and the seller have the right to choose the highest bidder as the winner, and the sorry, and the seller and the seller can sell the items at any time. So there will be no time limits in this system. Okay, so let's move to the another part, which will be the admin part. Okay, so uh, I have used the default system provided by Django for this admin part. So I have already created the super admin. So in order to create the super admin, we have to run some code from the terminal and create the super user. So I have already done this. Okay, so let's move to the super user. Okay, I'm gonna close it. So here you can see that recent actions, like I have deleted some auctions. So it is displayed here, and so let's move to the auctions. Okay, you can see that I have placed phone and ads, and phone has been added by Peter, and ads has been added by Anissa, which is displayed here. And these are the other these are the other other auctions that has been placed earlier. So if we move here, you can see that details of the product, and from here you can also manipulate the product. Okay, for this, okay, let's watch this. Okay, I'm gonna copy this and the same. Okay, so let's delete some product, and okay, so I can delete it and I can change it. Okay, so if I want to change the price to the 92,000, Okay, so this can be done. Okay, so I have done this for arts. Okay, so you can see that. Okay, for arts. Okay, so you can see that the price has been changed to 92,000. Okay, so let's move to this page. Okay, and this is the listing of the products, and you can see who have watched this who have watched this products. These are the people who have watched this. Okay, so let's move to the bids, and you can see that who have bid on which product. And you can see that, okay, auction in this art section that Anisa has posted, user Peter have bid and 91,000. So this is all about bid. And here you can see that categories, and in each categories we can add and delete the categories. So for example, so if I want to delete this category, so the category will be deleted. And in the comment section we can see whoever have commented. And in this image section we can see the uploaded images. Okay, and the uploaded images, um, okay, from these users we can see how many people have registered. And I have created Peter as a user, and I have also created Anisa, and for this only I have created Peter only, which we can see. Okay, okay, so these are the permissions that the user have. Okay, so we can also add and delete all the usernames and make usernames from the admin panel. Basically we can control all the activities that has been done in the that has been done in the system from this panel. And I have used I have used Postgres SQL as my database. I have used it as in terminal. Okay, so let's move to the terminal. So here we go. Okay, so in order to go to use the Postgres SQL from terminal, we have to use some code. So for in order to connect to the Postgres SQL, we have to use the following code, which is PSQL Postgres. So if we use that, so we can see that it has been created. And okay, and so if we use /l, then it will list all the available databases. Okay, you can see auctions, Postgres, templates ones, these are the available databases. And I have already created the database for this project, so which is auctions. So if you want to create database, so you can run some code and create it, as I have already create the database database. So let's connect this let's use this database. Okay, for this we have to use \c, the name of the database. In my case, auctions is the database. Auction is the name of my database. So here you go. Now you can see you are now connected to the database auctions as user Ruben Timilsina. So if, whenever you use Postgres SQL or any kind of SQL database, first you have to create the user, and then you have to create the database. So Ruben Timilsina is the name of the user for the database auctions. Okay, so okay, so if I use okay, so I have already connect the database, connect the database. So for now I want to see the tables of this database. So you can see that you can see the number of tables here. So uh, so auction watches, that is for watch this, bid for the amount of bid, and category for the categories that I have prepared, like for example take cloth edges, arts, historical, that I have been created. And categories for the, okay, I have already explained category. And comment that you have that I have that you can see on that on the system. It whether it can be whether it can be whether commented by user, or it can also be commented by commented by buyers and sellers both. Okay, and so these are all the tables that I have tables that I have used. And so if you want to see the tables, see the data of the tables, we can use, so we can use select asterisk from table name. Okay, so let's watch the auctions bid. Okay, sorry, I have to use, I have to use comma, semicolon on the last, so that's why it's not working. Sorry again, I forget to use select stick from. Okay, line number 2. Okay, let's use it again. Okay, so you can see the amount of bid, so you can see the auction id, user id. So if you want the all the data, so we can use join join and other queries. So from there we can easily take all the data. So this is the database. So for the database I have used PostgreSQL, as I have already mentioned. So this is the final year project. So this is the admin panel. So this is the overall project. So let's go to the dashboard. So you can see that we have 6 categories, number of users 7. So there are 7 auctions currently now, and there are 5 bids has been made to the products. So as for in vehicle categories, there is number there are 1 category. In historical there is 1 product, and in arts there is 1 product. So this is the overall this is my overall project. So I'm gonna stop it now. So thank you for listening, and very very much thank you.